Hi everybody, it's Lyn from Lyn's Crafts. I'm coming by today to just share how I painted one of these keys from this key mold. Now you can do it with polymer clay, you can do it with resin. It's made to do with fondant. Alright, so I did it with resin, with just the quick set resin, which is the white. Alumilite casting resin, and I'm gonna just paint it with a coat of gesso, black gesso. I could have tinted the resin with some of the Alumilite dyes, but I just chose to do it in white and show you the full 9 yards, the whole step. Alright, so I'm just going to gesso it, and I'm going to use a pouncing motion because there's a lot of detail in this key. Alright, so once I get that gessoed and it dries, I'll need to put a second coat because as you can see, it's not covering completely. Alright. And when I get done with that, I'll be back. Alright, since I was asked specifically to show how I did the key on the piece that I had shown, sorry, I'm going to do it the same color. This is the Champagne Gold from DecoArt Dazzling Metallics line. Alright, so most metallics are rather translucent. So one coat should do what you're looking for and still be able to see the detail because the black will still show through to a degree. And you may still want to do 2 coats if it's too thin for you. I absolutely love this color. It's very sparkly. And of course, if I was worried about not getting it on my hands or whatever, I could stick it down to a piece of painter's tape. But I always get messy. Alright, then just let that dry. Alright. Alright, one of the things I often hear about acrylic paints is they don't stick, they scratch off easy, things like that. Acrylic paints, although they feel dry relatively quickly, they have a cure time, which I usually set around 24 hours. 24 hours before I would even attempt to scratch it and see how permanent it is or anything like that. You can go back and antique this piece once it's done. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to let it dry just a little bit longer because it's still sort of tacky. And I want it to be fully dry. It's probably better to wait until it cures, because when you go to wipe it back, you could wipe the gold off. You could wipe it all the way back to the white resin underneath. So just allow it to set for a while. I did heat set it with my heat gun, but that won't replace the cure time. Alright? Then I'm just going to dab it back off. No swiping that would try to pull the paint back off of the resin. Alright. So, I hope you can see. It really turned out pretty. You can do this with any of the metallic colors, any brand, doesn't matter. You can do it on polymer clay just the same. Black polymer clay would work wonderfully. Black resin would work wonderfully. Alright. So just a quick video showing how to antique one of these keys from this mold that I got from Wish. I'm sure it's available other places. That just happened to be where I was shopping that day. Alright. This one would be really interesting to try. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now.